I'm Cami Volt, and this is my presentation on mirror neurons, understanding empathy through imitation. What are mirror neurons? Mirror neurons are nerve cells. Nerve cells, or neurons, are fundamental units of the brain and nervous system, and mirror neurons are a distinctive class of neurons that discharge both when an organism acts and when the organism observes the same action performed by another. They quote-unquote mirror. These specialized neurons are thought to be involved in understanding others' actions, intentions, and emotions, facilitating social cognition, even across species, like, for example, monkeys and humans. Mirror neurons fire both when an individual performs a goal-directed action, e.g. grasping, and when the same action is perceived as performed by another agent. This is from a 2015 Quadrelli and Tirati study and reflected in the model to the right, which shows how an action potential is triggered in the monkey's mirror neuron when they grasp an object and observe someone else grasp that same object. Origins and development. Mirror neurons were first discovered in the premotor cortex of the macaque monkeys in the 1990s by neuroscientist Giacomo Rizzolatti. The mirror neuron mechanism was first presented in 1992, and researchers identified neurons in the monkey brain area F5 that fired not only when the monkey performed a hand movement, but also when it observed the same movement performed by the human experimenter. Since then, many studies applying single-cell recordings have revealed such neurons in the monkey brain, like Galisi et al. And Rizzolatti and Lupino. Scientists and researchers are still trying to understand the purpose of mirror neurons in various social contexts. The role of mirror neurons in empathy and social cognition. Initial research established that mirror neurons play an important role in imitation. Imitation is the most natural form of learning and is essential for acquiring and conveying information, especially in early development. For example, babies and toddlers do not speak and understand language when born and acquire it over time through imitation. A study conducted by Schmidt et al. In 2021 found strong evidence for a shared neural basis for various social cognitive functions, supporting the theory of embodied simulation, where interpersonal understanding is facilitated by simulating others' motor states in one's own brain. Schmidt et al. States, our results provide evidence for a shared neural basis for different social cognitive processes. Mirror neurons might explain how and why we can empathize with others, as they allow us to mirror the emotional and physical experiences of others internally and therefore feel their emotions. The human mirror neuron system indicates that interpersonal understanding might occur by embodied simulation, says Schmidt et al. In other words, mirror neurons contribute to understanding others' intentions by stimulating observed actions internally. This simulation provides insights into why someone might perform a particular action, supporting the development of the theory of mind, or TOM. How mirror neurons work. Mirror neurons are not fully understood yet, and more research needs to be done. However, it is generally accepted that there is a relationship, independently from its causal direction, between the activation of the motor system during action perception and action understanding. Consistent empirical findings suggest that action mirroring processes are involved in the understanding of others' actions. Quadrelli and Tirati adopt a neuroconstructivist framework. They believe a gradual attunement process shapes mirroring mechanisms during development, and that direct motor resonance responses are later generated through acquired experience and narrowing processes. There is a complex interplay between inferential reasoning, like for example motivation, social cues, emotional cues, experiences, etc., and motor resonances, like visual and auditory cues, that result in the mirror neurons firing. Schmidt et al. Posit that the theory of embodied simulation is more accurate, that there is an immediate understanding of other people's emotional and mental states by automatic simulation of their mirror neurons, which is connected to all social cognitive processes, including imitation, empathy, and the theory of mind. So, why study mirror neurons? Research suggests that mirror neurons are involved in language acquisition, contributing to the understanding of speech and gestures. Further studies are needed to directly test the narrowing hypothesis, for example by examining infant action mirroring response to observation of the actions of humans versus other species during the first year of life. These expected outcomes would support the hypothesis that action mirroring narrows throughout development, as highlighted for other perceptual domains, like for example face recognition and language. There's ongoing research into the role of mirror neurons in disorders of social cognition and communication, such as autism spectrum disorders, or theory of mind. Mirror neurons bridge the gap observed in executed actions and can possibly offer further insights into the neural basis of social interaction in humans and other animals. To review, we study mirror neurons because they're a type of brain cell that responds equally to when we perform an action and when we witness someone else perform the same action. Overall, they act as a neural mechanism that underlines the human capacity for social understanding, emotional sharings, and the ability to infer the mental states of others. All these mental processes, including empathy and learning, are crucial and effective for social interaction and communication. These are my resources, and that's my presentation. Thank you.